If you had a job in traveling sales, you should be motoring around the country selling your wares. If, however, you sold nothing because your company car spent all its time in the head office car park while you jockeyed for the position of chief traveling salesperson, you would most likely be fired. Quite right too. No one wants to keep paying the wages of an unproductive employee who puts personal ambition before the interests of the company. You'd think the Tory party would understand that, being the free marketeers they are. But this is exactly what the Conservatives are now doing in their attempts to rid themselves of Theresa May, putting their personal interests before ours, the people who pay them. It's as if the pursuit of power has literally gone to their heads and turned their brains to mush. Boris Johnson, the Foreign Secretary, at the Tory conference in Manchester last week. Image Daily Mirror. Mrs May might be a rubbish chief executive, but, looking round her boardroom, no replacement shines out. Not lazy Boris Johnson in foreign sales, smug David Davis heading European markets, nor plodding company secretary Andrea Leadsom. But that does not stop them neglecting their own jobs to position themselves for the top one. If they were in the army, they would be court-martialed for dereliction of duty. Andrea Leadsom. Image AFP. Brexit means Britain is facing the biggest upheaval since the Second World War. The nation's economy and the livelihoods of millions depend on it not going pear-shaped. That is what ministers should be concentrating on, getting to the top of the world trade ladder. Not climbing their own career ladders. Power to a politician is like heroin to an addict. It's high time they put themselves into rehab in the national interest. Mrs May's government must pull itself together to work together. The PM may have a cold, but it is nothing to the cold the country will catch if MPs and ministers don't knuckle down to the job in hand. A lag cart. No one expects prisoners to live off bread and water anymore. But neither should they be ordering and takeaway pizzas and Nando's at will, deliveries that give a whole new meaning to community service. It is also a surprise to find prisoners feasting on prime cuts of the finest meat washed down with vodka, before retiring for an after-dinner cigarette filled with cannabis. We would have believed it had the prisoners not posted pictures on social media using mobile phones they are not meant to have. Prison is not in itself a punishment. The punishment is being sentenced and the loss of liberty that entails. Right-minded people want prisons to treat inmates humanely and with understanding. But right-minded people will be appalled to find a prison which is more like a five-star hotel. The Ministry of Justice must act immediately to restore the correct balance.